Hey there, it's Walt Hampton,
And it's 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦.
and it's a new reality today. You're stuck at home with your partner, your spouse, your significant other, and you're trying to get stuff done. How do you navigate it without losing your
Yeah,
minds?
we've been working together side by side for probably 14 years. And people have always said, I don't know how you guys stand to be around each other all the time. You live together, you work together. How do you do that? And
And truth be told, I had hair before we started out on this.
my hair was straight. My hair
but
was
but
straight and long like Cher.
what we tried to do this morning is to deconstruct some of the things that we do, that we've learned to do, and we want to share them with you. Just four things today, this is a work in process. We're going to continue to pick apart what we do naturally and share these ideas with you so that you can navigate these waters. But I think there are four things that we've talked about, and the first is that every week we sit down together on a Sunday morning and we do weekly planning. We actually plan out the week ahead and then we get together and we talk about that
Right.
plan.
So who are we talking to? Which clients are we, having conversations with? Which projects are we working on? What are we doing for our health and fitness? Who do we need to contact and communicate with? So we cover all of these things. We get together and talk through it, because when you talk through this stuff with your partner, there's no surprises. Like, there's not somebody saying, why aren't you making dinner when you've got this major project that you have due? Because you've already talked about it. You're like, okay, let me cover dinner tonight. I know you've got this project because on Sunday you've had the conversation.
And that leads to what we do every single day, every single morning. We get together, we called our business meeting. It's after we've run in the morning, and while we're having our after breakfast coffee, we revisit our plan. We open up our schedules, we look at the day, and we talk back and forth about, again, about who we're going to see, what the schedule is, where the conflicts might be.
Right. And hey, I'm working on this. I recognize that I've got this question, and let me talk it through with you, because we're a great resource for each other. And if you talk to your partner about the stuff that you're chawing on in the background, they can be a really great resource, whether or not you're aware of that or not.
And it takes some time to discover that.
Yes, it does. Only 14 years, by the way. I'm good.
The third thing that we realized that we do naturally is being aware of our space, the space that we need for the work that we do. We're both introverts.
Yeah. So we can work side by side. We're sitting at our dining room table right now, and we can work for hours side by side and look up, and it's 6 o'clock in the evening, and we'll look and say, hey, how was your day? Great. But, when we have client calls, or when we're, speaking and we're not creating content, we can't always sit side by side. And right now I've got the hunting lodge outside, which is my writing studio. It's not like taxidermed animals or anything. We don't have guns. But before, I would generally take my calls into our bedroom, because we can't be side by side. So it's a matter of learning to tango dance with each other. It's like, yes, we can work side by side now, but when we can't, when we need our own space, where does the one person go? Or who stays at the dining room table? Who goes to the bedroom? We do this when we're traveling,
Sometimes when we travel, one of us ends up in the closet or the bathroom, and we negotiate that.
It's a joke. I say I'm a saint. Oh my God, look at me going to the bathroom again. Yay. But we do negotiate it.
And so, being aware of one another's space requirements for the work. And that leads to the fourth piece, I think, which is boundaries, and respecting the boundaries that each of us has through the day.
Yeah, like when I'm writing or when I'm editing, I am so far deep into this that if Walt looks at me and says, hey, can I ask you a question? We've learned, instead of snarling at each other, because I do the same thing, hey, I need you to solve this problem right this second. Instead of snarling at each other, we'll say, hey, I have a question. Is now a good time? And the other one will look up and say, you know what? Give me 2 minutes or give me 10 minutes or can this wait until this afternoon?
Or sometimes you say, well, never.
Never. Forget it. Solve your own damn problem. Like, I got stuff to do.
But we've learned that we ask that question, is now a good time, and respect the answer. And sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no. And then when we connect, we're able to actually connect with each other and help problem solve. And so those are 4 things that we do every day that keep us happy and connected and doing the work that we need to do to serve the people that we want to serve in the world. And it does take a little bit of time to find a rhythm.
It's tango dancing. It's tango dancing. You just have to know the other person. You just have to watch how they move and learn how to respond beautifully with each other.
And it is a learning process. It doesn't happen overnight.
Walt has gotten so much better.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
So much better.
Thank you so much. We hope this is of service to you. We're going to continue to pick apart the things that allow our lives to tick along rather seamlessly, so that we can share them with you. But don't be afraid to lean into this time. The most important thing is to really talk with each other about what's working and what's not. Make it a great rest of the day. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.